Author Rick Anderson calls it America's longest monument. It's an American icon. During the 1930s, it served as a sign of freedom, and then in the 1950s and 60s, romanticized as a tourist destination for roadside vacations. It became so popular, it's been mentioned in movies, books, and films. What is it? Route 66. And it's fun learning how it was created and how it came to be and what it means to us today. According to an article, Paving the Way, by Sean Evans and Marcia Felchin, that in 1966 the federal government provided funds to state to build highways. In fact, according to their article, it was an Oklahoman, Cyrus Avery, who was made president of the Associated Highways and played a very influential part in lobbying for Route 66. Well, by 1926, Americans were hitting the road. The Depression of the 1930s provided jobs to those paving those roads, and it also in the 1930s, it served as an escape route from Oklahoma's Dust Bowl era. Hillary Hitchcock, author of an article, The Long and Windy Road, states that in 1944 there was a federal act for a network of interstate highways to ease the interstate commerce, which would eventually cease the traffic on Route 66. However, the 50s and 60s were thriving years for Oklahoma as we had mom and pop diners and roadside hotels. This was the height of the times on Route 66. However, by 1985, Route 66 was removed at one of the U.S. highways, and today are the remnants of the treasures for the generations of our future and of today. Route 66 stretches over a large area from Illinois to California, and Oklahoma stretches from Tulsa to Oklahoma City. It's a two-lane scenic highway. It runs alongside Highway 44, so it's quick access to either one of them, and several areas are preserved for tourists today. Culturally, it provides significance to the state of Oklahoma. Douglas Hart, historian, advises that the Civilian Conservation of Corps employed several men to pave those roads. It provided independence and financial aid to these people during the times of the Depression. It was also mentioned during Steinbeck's book, Grapes of Wrath. It served as an escape route to the Dust Bowl, from the Dust Bowl in the 1930s, and a thriving economy for those that stayed behind. It's important for us to preserve those sites along Route 66 today. It serves as an educational tool for both parents and teachers to the youth today. Hart states in his article that brings together communities to save historical artifacts and to build historical museums. It's a symbol for those that contributed to the growth and success of the 1950s and 1960s. It defines our cultural heritage. It's a form of art and culture that defines the historic Midwest. It's an adventure that takes you back in time. The website www.travelok.com provides you with a list of sites to visit. It lists Route 66 as a 400-mile stretch. It has the Golden Driller, a symbol of Tulsa's rich oil industry, and has been there since 1966. You have the iconic 66-foot tall soda bottle in Arcadia, as well as a round barn that was built in 1928 and then restored by the community in 1988 as the roof collapsed. A few weeks ago, my husband and I wanted to do a day trip, and we went down Route 66. We saw Pops in Arcadia. We saw the round barn. We went to the Chandler Interactive Museum. It was great. We were able to see some of the old films. And if those these films weren't saved, they wouldn't be there today. You too can discover Route 66 and see that all that it has to discover and experience the cultural heritage and history of Route 66. Thank you.